Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Front Office Football 8. We are in what the kids call cap hell. We have a number of players whose contracts are coming up that we probably can't afford. And that's going to make any kind of rebuild nearly impossible. We must not have gotten approved. If we look at the teams, no. Franchise value, no. Income statement. City information, no. Stadium overview. Okay. Fan loyalty is a bit better this season. That is for sure. See, here's the thing, though. They really don't want to contribute. I think we need to earn their trust before we can renovate our parking lot. So that's fine. Okay. Are there any specific players we might want to get rid of? Okay. Most of our cap room is tied up in just a couple of people, and Jarvis Landry is one of them. And he's just not worth it. It'd be $1.5 million against this year's cap and $3 million against next year's cap. I think we need to free space. He's hugely overpaid. I gotta let him go. And all of a sudden we have payroll flexibility now, which is going to be super key this year. Because we still need to add talent. We're still not good enough consistently enough to be top players. We might get there someday, but it's going to take a while. It is going to take a while. And it's going to take smart drafting and clever play to make a good decision. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He got hurt in preseason last year and didn't play at all. Okay. Alright, guys. So what we need to do now is see who among our staff we really want to keep. I'd like to keep everyone. And what we're going to do is we're just going to zip through this and just hope we don't lose any of our coaches. Because I really like the coaches we have now. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. Skip pick. Resume draft. I mean, the coordinators I have now are all fairly good. So I think we'll go ahead and skip pick. Resume draft. Alright. I love my defensive coordinator. So I think we'll keep him too. Skip pick. Resume draft. We've got a really good assistant coach, so skip pick. Resume draft. I could get a marginally better strength coordinator, but it's not worth it. Not for 1 year. Okay. Let's set ticket prices. What do you recommend? Let's make it even $50 a game. Submit. Do we want any one to get the franchise tag? I don't think we do. I just don't see the sense in it. That would basically bork our cap room even more. So who's got the most cap room? Buffalo by a lot. Okay. And we have 44 players under contract. Alright. That's fine. We're just going to begin free agency. I'm not going to make any franchise player designations. Alright, so we start with the re-sign portion. So let's go to the contract view. No, actually, if we just do Scout Overview and click this way, this will take us down here to the free agents. Who do we want to keep? J.C. Treader? No. Seth DeValve? No. Joe Schobert? I see. Joe Schobert is a white square, so he doesn't want to be re-signed. Oliver Benson wants to come back. He's a restricted free agent, though, so which means as long as we make a qualifying offer, then yeah. Who else? I don't really need 2 punters, to be honest with you. So Dan Thornton I'm not going to keep. I'm definitely going to keep Jose Rogers. Without question. I'd also like to keep... Didn't Rose have a fairly decent year? Not really. Alex Madison, again, not great. But I do like how good he is in coverage. So we're going to go ahead and... Fans love him for some reason. Hey, he's from Conroe, Texas. That's just up the road from me. Would you take no bonus? He wants at least $10,000 per season. Alright, $20,000 it is. He wants a little bit more in the first season, does he? Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm not going to overpay for these high potential guys unless there's a good chance they might turn out to be special. This is fine. I would like to try to keep Joe Schobert, but we'll have to wait till free agency for that. So this is good. And then let's go to draft preview and let's spread out our interviews intelligently. So we're picking at 25, which isn't super ideal. I think we need to pick a position and then just go hardcore for it. And I think that position is linebacker. Because, let's be honest here. Our current linebacker is Jamie Collins. And Jamie Collins did a very good job last year. Oh, hey, we didn't look at awards. Did any Browns win any awards? Sorry, I easily get distracted. I know this. Season awards. Legend of the game, Ben Roethlisberger retired. Literally no Brown made the first or second team. That's understandable. That's understandable. Gene Starks. That's actually a fairly good year. He just himself isn't very good. Who's Defensive Rookie of the Year? I'd love to have Wes June. 8th overall pick. You gave up a lot for him, but damn if you didn't get quality for it. Alright. Getting distracted here. We wanted to look at Jamie Collins. Jamie Collins is an excellent player with almost no endurance, which is very upsetting and is going to create an issue if we want to keep him. So we're going to go ahead and try to focus heavily on linebackers. If we sort by the fit column, does it sort by grade first? It doesn't. Okay. Grayson Galloway. How about an interview? We think he's hugely overrated, good run defender, okay at pass rushing, decent play diagnosis. Okay. And he's pretty clearly the best middle linebacker in the draft, with a couple others that are at least decent. Let's interview McKenna here. Again, good run defender, but not much else. I don't think he's a good fit for the team. And then finally, CJ Holmes, interview. Look at this endurance. He's another highly specialized guy. I really need every down linebackers. Let's look at outside linebacker. J.B. Grafton. Interview. Okay, good endurance, great run defense, very good defender, smart, doesn't hit as hard as you'd like. But this is the kind of player I would like to have on our offense very much. He's a good fit for a number of reasons. And then let's look at defensive linemen. What do we like so much about Paige Brett? Okay, he's a pretty great pass rusher. And he's from Ohio. Neat. I could see acquiring him. Any other good fits? Check out his 40-yard dash. That's crazy. Good endurance, very good pass rush technique. I'd be happy with him in the first round as well. And finally, we got Nate Falvey here. I bet he's going to be a run defender. Yeah, his body type screams run defender. Yeah. Okay. I wish we got more interviews, but there's not much I can do about that. So where else are we being limited in our ceiling? I'm going to look at left tackles, but I'm going to be totally frank with you. I doubt we're going to get any good ones. Geno Horton. He looks pretty good. And he's, if anything, underrated. Okay. What about a Roman Williamson? No, I don't like his lack of pass blocking. Harrison Pinkston, I'm not going to bother interviewing because there's no way in hell he'll be available when I pick. Shane Fox is kind of mediocre. Okay. What other positions would we like to make sure we acquire? I could use a good wide receiver prospect. Gino Reeves. Good route runner, very courageous, big play receiver. He'd be a good player. But we think he's pretty horribly overrated, but still might be useful. Still might be useful. Dakota McCormick. Underrated. He's prone to drops, but is otherwise a very solid choice. And then finally, let's look at Norman Burkhart. Interview. As scouted, he's very raw, but look how good he could be. That's pretty sexy. And then, just for the lulz, let's look at safeties, like Richard Hopper. That's a fine safety for... This is a good, strong safety, but I wouldn't trust him as a free safety. But, alright, so that part is done. Anyone else I want to sign in my first round? I don't think so. Eric Rose is a really good man defender, though. I will re-sign him. Because they're not asking for much. There's no sense in not offering them something. Okay. Let's advance to the next stage. Alright, so let's look at the gray sheet. And we're going to focus on people who want to sign this round. Jadeveon Clowney. I would love to have you on my team. You would be a perfect fit for so many reasons. And you would instantly upgrade the offense. But I'm guessing you want a lot of money. Oh God, you want a lot of money. Oh, damn. I really like Jadeveon Clowney. And I really think he'd be a top-notch addition to this team. But signing him would also cripple my flexibility to sign other quality players. And if he got hurt, we'd be in an awful lot of trouble. When my cap space is so limited, can I afford to spend so much on one player? What are you motivated by? I love Jadeveon Clowney. I cannot afford to commit that much money to one player, though. And no matter how transformative he might be. How much does a Derek Morgan want? He'd be a nice pickup. He wants more money over a shorter period. I can't do it. I literally can't fit him in under my new player cap. He'd be a nice upgrade. How much money does he want? He's the most reasonable so far. And I do need a new middle linebacker because I'm probably not going to end up re-signing Schobert. And at least he's got endurance. I will offer you a deal. I would love to get Clowney, but I just can't afford him. I can't. So let's end the stage. Did Clowney go? He didn't. Oh, no, yeah, he did. How much did Green Bay pay him? Like, seriously, so much fucking money. If I click transactions here, yeah, 52 million over 4 years. I could not have afforded this even if I wanted to. I didn't have the cap room. I have to accept that. Is there, among the top players, is there an elite left tackle? There is, but his team franchised him. Sam Young is a really good tackle, but he's a right tackle. I mean, you could play left tackle pretty easy. He doesn't want very much money. And look, he would be an instant upgrade at either tackle position. Because I'm not going to get an elite tackle in the draft. It's just not going to happen. So yes, I will make this offer as well. Has anyone else offered on Mosley? No, they haven't. End stage. Oh, come on, Young. Really? You are such a bitch. I think they literally offered you the same thing. I think you just wanted to play for someone else. Damn it. I really wanted him too. He was a really good fit for this club. Okay, Derek Morgan. Didn't I talk about you before and I decided not to grab you? Why did I decide not to? Yeah, because you want a lot of money. I'm not competing with that. I will move down the list. Joe Haig. That's Dante Moncrief. Who would be a nice little receiver. Do you want a lot of money? You want a fair bit. Has anyone else offered on Mosley? My offer is still the best. I'm going to add a few $100,000 to the end of the deal just to try to sweeten it a bit and make it easier for him to pick. There we go. Because I want a quality middle linebacker for the next couple of years. And I know his technique isn't great, but he's really strong. And that'll only get worse as he gets a lot older. Right? Trey Waynes is a frankly exceptional cornerback who does have some endurance issues. All right, I think we have to wait to sign anyone else so we see how much Mosley costs us. Damn you, Sam Young. You were the perfect fit for me, and I just didn't commit enough. Are you shitting me, Houston? Oh my god, I hate not having fucking cap room. I really hate it. What the hell did they offer that I didn't? Or is it literally just no one wants to play in Cleveland? It could be they don't want to play in Cleveland. Oh, damn. Alright. We have to get a linebacker or something else. Derek Morgan keeps slipping. I'm not going to top 33 million. I'm just not. DeMarcus Lawrence. Good pass rusher, hard hitter, good endurance, good special teams. He wants to get set up for a while. Who else is available? Taylor Lewin is a shitty blocker. He's just got really good endurance. Fisher's an amazing run blocker, bad at everything else. Trey Waynes is a really good nickelback, but I'm not going to overpay for a nickelback. Levante David. Good run defense. Not great at pass rushing. I will tell you what, mate. I will sign the shit out of you. I'm going to give you up to $2 million in signing bonus. Here, let's just do it the easier way. And I wouldn't necessarily object to another receiver on the team, too. I do need a new inside linebacker, though. And there's not a lot available. What does Joe Schobert want out of interest to come back for another year or two? He hardly wants any money. I'll tell you what, mate. I'll give you $1 million signing bonus if you sign. Because he's not... I doubt anyone else is going to offer him. And if they do, they won't offer as much as I'm willing to. Just because he's a known quantity. And I'm going to offer on Trey Waynes, too. Oh, he's currently injured. How long are you out, Mr. Waynes? You have arthritis. Nope. My interest in you just plummeted. Kyle Fuller. Good endurance, not an exceptional corner, though. Landon Collins. Amazing endurance. Great on the bump and run. He'd be an interesting pick. What about Cedric here? I don't like his blocking strength being so weak. Adrian Waddle, no. Joe Staley, no. Well, I got a few offers running. I've got 2. No, I got 3, but fucking Mosley screwed me. End stage. Both still pending. Let's make it an even $3 million. I know I'm basically bidding against myself, but I need the upgrade. And I can't afford to get caught out in the cold. Let's just use the recommend. I would like to look at all the 3-4 inside linebackers. Nick Perry, huh? I like your endurance. You've got really good run defense. You had a bunch of tackles last year, although fewer passes. And upgrading our linebacking core is a priority this season. But you want a fairly big-sized pile of money, and I'm frankly not willing to spend that until I see how the rest of my expenditures go. Let's end this stage. Okay, Levante David signed. That was a major part of my strategy this offseason. Okay, no one else is bidding. Let's make you a $1.5 million man. Give you a nice little bonus there. What else do we want to up? Where else do we want to upgrade? Pretty good. We're good to great at a lot of areas. It's just a question of waiting for people to develop. Okay, right now, defensive end, we have Myles Garrett, who's good, Kerry Wynn, who's good, and Larry Ogunjobi, who's good. Everyone else is fairly raw. We now have David at linebacker, and Collins at linebacker, and possibly Schober, and then we got a lot of garbage. So I think linebacker still has to be our focal point. Are there any really good linebackers left? Stage. Nick Perry. I was just looking at him, wasn't I? I mean, he would be a sizable upgrade over my current weak side linebacker. No one else is offering him anything. Let's do it. Perry signed. Excellent. Another nice little upgrade. I think we're overpaying a little bit for veterans, and I acknowledge that. But we're not far off from being a playoff team. I think if we can locate and add quality talent to this roster, that we will be very pleased with what we have. Did Schobert resign? He's still thinking about it. Is literally anyone else offering you a deal? Mate, if someone else wanted to sign you, they would have by now. Still pending. Signed. Good. We got Schobert back. And I can skip the remaining stages, because I've got what I wanted out of this free agent draft. Okay. Close window. Let's prepare the draft. Let's set it to faster. And let's look at all. Begin draft. You know what? It really just makes sense to just do fastest. Alright. So let's look at the inside linebackers. A couple of the ones I scouted are still around. A couple of the ones I scouted are still around. There's Jason McKenna, but he's got almost no endurance. And same with CJ Holmes. So I really don't think either of those are a good fit. Defensive end. I mean, Drake Lytle looks pretty solid. Oh, look at that, his endurance, though. His endurance is at the other end. And I want an every down kind of line, kind of end. Everett could be a really good pass rusher. He could be a really good pass rusher. based on our interviews, Paige is a little more balanced. I really like Everett. So let's look overall. How many of the high-ranked players are still left? Not very many. J.B. Grafton. Remember that anyone I draft is going to want some serious playing time his first year, especially if it's in the first round. Maybe we go Burkhart. Maybe we go offense. But look how tiny he is, right? He is super duper fucking tiny. And I can't use a first round draft pick on a player like that. I keep coming back to Everett, and I think he is. But do you take the best player available that fits what you want? That endurance is too much of a gray area for me to take a risk on him. Welch could be a very good cornerback. And we could use a bit of help there. His 40-yard dash was crazy. He has really good agility, too. I keep thinking about the same guy. So the question is this. If I don't take Everett now, will Everett be around in round 2? I don't think he will. I think there's too much other talent here. Hey, you're a shitty pass blocker. I don't want to deal with that. I would have to hope that other teams would not want him as much as I do. And he's only, by adjusted score, we predict a 5.7 out of 8. He's a full point below the very best. I didn't look at Luke Dunlap at all. Good endurance, good run defense, great pass technique. Oh, hello. He's got good endurance, we think. He's a hard hitter. This may have to be the pick. Because we are a little weak on tackle. Ogunjobi's not bad, but he's not a proper nose tackle. Oh, do we take Dunlap with his higher upside and hope for the best? That Everett is still around. I think we do. I think this is the choice we have to make. I love what we can see from here. Did he get any crazy numbers in the combine? A pretty damn good dash time. Strength could be a little better. I really, really wish we'd interviewed him now. Let's roll the dice. Take him. Take Dunlap. Then resume the draft. Is Everett still around? He is. Without a second's hesitation, take him. What do I know about my dudes, by the way? First of all, change position. Okay, you are listed as nose tackle. Okay. How did Dunlap turn out? 53 as his ceiling, which is better than Ogunjobi in a year or two. What about Everett? Everett's a little more raw, but that's fine. He could still end up being an excellent player. Let's resume the draft. Okay, what else do we have? I do want, like... Do we take another defensive end? His endurance is a bit shit, but look, it's the 3rd round. If we can get an extreme pass specialist, I think you have to do it. I know we're going heavy on defense, but we also both know that we need it. Where is the other new guy? Where's Little? Little. I don't see him. That's alright. That's fine. Alright. I want an offensive project. I want a possible slot receiver. What do we got left in the receiver department? I could always take a very rough project quarterback. He's probably years away, but that's not an issue for us. Wide receivers. Yeah, we're already getting to ones that aren't so good. Well, we can take Leonard Welch. If that one quarterback is still around, I would have taken him, but he's not. I'm going to dip a bit and take you. Oh, no, I don't like you. Your endurance is terrible. I mean, I just frankly don't see much of a point in grabbing another quarterback. Clyde Fleming is not nothing, but he's also very, very raw and not very good. Yeah, Page would be another extreme... Page has a bit more endurance than others do. Do we take him? Do I need another defensive end? I don't know that I do. Wait, I thought... Oh, no, green is shitty score. Blue is good. I kind of think... I really don't want a middle linebacker that doesn't have stamina, though. Because I want someone who's going to play a lot. Ricky Shapiro looks like he'd be a better pick. Even though I didn't look at him. It's not showing people up here. That's fine. We'll get to that later on. 5th round pick. I'm still not taking McKenna. Look how smart he is. I'll take him. I like having smart players on my team. What other positions do we really want to focus on? You're smart. You got some crazy agility, though. Fernando, I'm going to draft you. Just as someone to keep things interesting. Hey, look, you're already about as good as Nick Chubb. So that's the thing. Okay. This is honestly not a great, but a good class. Leonard Welch, not so much. Let's try to focus on another wide receiver. I'll take Adrian Walker. No, don't do it alphabetically. Oh, sorry, I didn't click resume draft. Alright, this is round 7. That's a pretty crazy 40 time. There's something to be said for that. Okay. There's some talent here. There's 2 really good choices. My first round pick, Dunlap. Alright. Is there anyone whose contract is expiring that we'd like to re-sign? Not DeValve. Not Thornton. I'd bring back Madison simply because I want a backup safety. What the hell happened? Where is Ryan Khalil? Why don't I have a starting center anymore? Okay, am I going crazy? I can't look at... No, I can look at my roster screen, but... Almanac, yearbook, records... Drafted player status, none of that's helpful. Okay, give me centers. Blocking. You piece of shit. You fucking retired and didn't tell me. I don't have a starting center. I do not have a starting center. Oh, man. I had no idea that it would not tell me if people retired. That is really unfair. Oh, shit. Alright. We have training camp coming up, right? Is anyone who is currently a player on the offensive line worthy of being shipped to do a center? Clemens has very little experience at center. Batonio would be a really good center. I could maybe shift him to center, play Clemens at left guard. If I change you to a center, how would it change things? Or do we want to make him a left tackle? He's not a great pass blocker, though. So yeah, let's go ahead for now and shift him to center, and I can always move him back if I have to. Or maybe not. Alright, so Batonio at left guard. Zyder at right guard. Is Yancey any good at... Would Yancey be any good as a center? Not really. He's a right tackle. Dylan is okay, but not great. Desmond Harrison, if I change him to being a center, how would he change? So you're going to believe it would change his level. I mean, he has been a bit salty the last couple of years. Maybe if we put him in as the center, he'll get some more playing time. What do we got for late stage free agency? Is there a center that's worth grabbing? Okay, there's Ryan Cawthron. He's a really good... Oh, look at that endurance. He can't be a center. I need someone who can play every freaking day. That's about it. I mean, taking him as a backup lineman is fine. But he is not a starting center. I will submit an offer just in case. And he can maybe kind of sputter along a bit. Alright. I think maybe just move Clemens to center. Let's do both things. Move to center, please. Yes. And you know what? I kind of like the idea of making Desmond Harrison a tight end at some point. Because I know he's pissy with me because of his position. If I had him lose some weight, he could be a pretty good tight end, maybe. All right. So let's end this stage. He's still thinking about it. And I got the guy I wanted. That's nice. Oh, poop. I just skipped through training camp. Well, that's not great. But okay. Alright. We got 59 people under contract. We need another strong safety as a backup. So I guess that's what we do with our last spot. Let's try to find a good young strong safety who's got potential, who might be an interesting choice in the future. Terrell Finnegan. Hi, buddy. Okay. Yeah, we can only have 46 active players. Right, so let's go position by position and make decisions. We got 3 tight ends. We have 5 receivers. No, we have 6 receivers. Burgess, you are inactive. Corbett, is going to be inactive along the offensive line. That still leaves us with 7 linemen. Okay. I'm going to make Everett inactive. Yeah. Alalu. And Everett. I love Everett to death, but yeah, he's not ready. Oh, really? He's already fallen off. Damn. That didn't take frickin' long. Oh no, we still think he has a future of 50. He just thinks maybe it's closer to 48. That's fine. That's fine. I also need to build my new offensive playbook. Finnegan, you're going to be a strong safety. Oh, you're a tiny dude. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Avery inactive. Kirksey inactive. And then Vallejo inactive. I still gotta put 7 more people inactive. I do have just a ridiculous number of active D linemen, especially tackles. Nebot can be inactive for now. I could make another receiver inactive. Let's go ahead and make Edwards inactive for now. I've still got to put 5 more people inactive. Alright, Foreman inactive. Carey inactive. Finnegan inactive, because the other safety can play both positions as he needs to. I think Newton inactive. And then... I have a lot of defensive ends. I could probably make one more of you inactive. Let's make Lamont inactive. Okay. Now let's work on the offensive playbook. Let's make a brand new one. Do we need to build a new playbook? Or could we just benefit just from adding a few extra plays? Add me 20 plays. I can only add 12 plays in a week. That's fair. Add 12 then, please and thank you. Defensive game plan. Yes, let's shuffle things around a bit more. There we go. And then I think we'll just... I mean, we could just slide a couple more in here. Like cover one. I like that there. Anytime it's third and long, I want to make sure that you've got this play as a possibility. Because this is a really good coverage play. So yeah, if it's... Where's like the open sets? Here it is. I'm just going to add it as an option, right? So that the game can make it, so that my off defensive coordinator can make its own decision. No, this is actually a terrible choice. Oh no, what did I do? I just swiped out a play. Let's start all over again, please. Oh no, where was that really good pass coverage play? Oh, I feel like such an idiot now. Let's get rid of this play. And where was it? It was cover 3, double best, no blitz. Yeah, let's add that play. And we're just going to slap this guy in all the long situations against empty sets. Just as another option. I want us to get very used to these plays. Third and long. Third and long. Third and long. Third and long. If I weren't doing this for YouTube, I would probably take a little bit more time and actually choose the 12 plays I wanted and build it around there. But I'm fine with this. Now let's make sure if there's a play like a 3 receiver set, but with people in the backfield. I'd like to make sure that play was available. Especially in short yardage situations. That's 2 tight ends, so that's not going to be a common play. Feel free to use it against 2-2-1, especially third and long. And then, yep. And I can add 3 more plays. I'm just going to leave this as is. Let's build our game plan now. Let's guide our offensive game plan. Okay. Oh, we have not actually built any of the depth charts. That's a bad call. Go ahead and recommend something for me. No. I want Collins playing here under base sets against 2 receivers. And then I guess you really want to play Ogletree, you can play him there. What happened to Schobert? Why isn't Schobert playing? He can totally play. Is Ogletree... Ogletree's a 40. What is Schobert rated? A 49. Why would I not play Schobert in place of Ogletree? That's just dumb. Alright. Now analyze. No concerns with the defense. It's interesting they're playing Dunlap in the base set, but I approve. And we'll just see how they develop. Okay, conform. Okay. Offensive personnel. Let's start by recommending, and then I'm going to edit things as appropriate. I actually want Clemens to be my starting center because he's a little more balanced than you are. Dylan, Batonio, Zeitler, and Yancey. Yancey still seems reasonable. Is there any reason to replace Dylan with Harrison? Let's at least start Harrison in the preseason, and I want to see how he handles it. And we've got mostly Higgins featuring Kearse. Okay. Empty backfield. And Njoku. Not Fells and Njoku. Empty backfield. And Njoku. Get that idea in your head. I want my best pass catcher on the field in pass catching situations. I know that's revolutionary. But Fells is a backup tight end. He shouldn't be getting more than, we're a little bit worried that Njoku's overworked, and that's too bad. Deal with it, mate. Deal with it. Okay. Now we can generate the offensive game plan. Sorry, guided. Okay. These are all acceptable. Again, I want you to go for a bit more long passes when it's appropriate. So, second and far. And you know what? Let's increase the amount of long passes on 1st and 10 if we earned it. Okay. And short passing routes. Okay, first of all, if Nick Chubb is going to be the lead back, he is not getting thrown to. That's not his job. And let's way reduce the amount the fullback is targeted. I like tight end and short yardage and the slot receiver. That's both fine. Maybe a little bit less on the extra tight end. And longer routes, let's try to push on our better receivers. Again, I still like we can use Njoku deep. This is fine. Alright, so we should see a few really deep pass plays here. Yeah, here's a good one. I like this one. Now we can, as we wish, install additional plays in the game plan. Let's go ahead and check this. Oh, we don't have to check it, do we? Okay. This is... Oh, wow, we can only use 66 different plays, which we've done. And yeah, we can just add plays to different play plans. That's fine. We didn't sell all of our season tickets. That's kind of sad. Okay. Let's get the preseason finished. And we're just going to simulate the whole bloody thing in one shot. Okay, Jose Rogers and Schobert both basically crippled themselves. That's not great. I'm gonna come out and say that. That's not ideal. Schobert and Rogers. Okay. And then just go ahead and rebuild the defensive personnel, because I think you were both defenders, right? Yeah, you were. Go ahead and hit confirm. And then this week too. Okay, less than 46 players in my active roster. What are you talking about? Oh, because I put people on... I took people off the roster. I'm putting other people on. That's fair. Alarmant. And Avery, sure. Simulate week. Okay. Any other additional injuries we need to be concerned about? Not super worried. Okay. So we're gonna end the episode here. We have, I think, improved the team in some key areas. We're at a much better linebacking core. If we look at our depth chart, Desmond Harrison still wants to be traded. I don't know what we can do to make him happy. We may look and see what we do with him. But yeah, for right now, that will conclude the episode. I do think we're a better team this year. I just don't know if we're enough better. We'll have to see what happens. Until then, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you good day.